right to censor was not my favorite thing to do, but Godfather made it bearable. He made it fun. If it wasn't for him, I probably would have gone stir crazy in those long black pants and the dress shirt with the tie. I probably would have gone stir crazy if it wasn't for Godfather.
How was Steven Richards to work with?
Steve Richards is great. I think he's crazy. I think he's a lunatic. But he's a great guy. He's always fun to work with. I know him. I know that Stevie Richards and some of the talent that were backstage, they butted heads a few times, but I never had issues with Stevie Richards. I always liked the guy. Good dude, and was never easily offended either. So, I could take pot shots at him and he'd throw pot shots back at me, and we'd laugh about it after, that was a good one, whatever. He was always a good dude. Good dude.
When you say he's crazy, in what way is he crazy?
Man. Well, he's one of those very eccentric guys that I don't know if he sleeps. He's one of those guys that I believe can be a workaholic too. He's outside of the norm when it comes to work ethic. The guy works hard. No matter if you like him or if you don't like him, no one can ever take away his work ethic. I've watched that guy go from an okay shaped guy. He was in okay shape, but he just looked like the boy next door, to getting absolutely shredded and staying that way. And he's one of those guys that when he sets his mind to something, he doesn't stop. He gets possessed by it. He sets a goal and he does not stop trying to achieve that goal. And that's something that I admire in humans. I admire humans that can set goals and they don't care what stands in front of them. They're going to work their asses off to meet that goal. And that's always something I look to for inspiration. So Stevie Richards, I mean, he's crazy in the sense that his work ethic is what I would consider crazy. He doesn't stop. He keeps going until he reaches whatever it is he's trying to achieve.
And what about Ivory? She seems like a sweetheart.
Ivory is a sweetheart. Yeah, she was always really cool, man. Never a bad thing to say about Ivory, man. She was a hard worker, tough as nails. I watched Stevie Richards. We were in the ring one day, and everybody's just goofing around doing their thing. And Stevie and Ivory started kind of shooting on each other a little bit. And at first I go, we've got a little Greco-Roman going on here. And all of a sudden I turned around and I see Stevie Richards with Ivory way up in the air and just spine busters her, slams her through the mat. And her legs went ping. And Stevie Richards was right on top of her in the middle of her legs. And she hit so hard that I was like, oh my God, what the hell? And she didn't stop either. She didn't sell it. She kept on going. And I mean, he drove her through the mat. Ivory is tough as they come, man. She's tough as nails. That's one thing I think. A lot of people look at Ivory and go, oh, she's a pretty woman. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. I think Ivory's beauty may have distracted from the fact that's one tough bitch right there. I mean, she was tough. Just the fact that she no-sold that massive spine buster from Stevie Richards was impressive, and kept on going too. They kept rolling around afterwards. It was pretty impressive.
And of course, Bull Buchanan was also part of that. A lot of people forget. Why didn't he ever make it further? He had a top body, but we never really heard from him after that.
Yeah, it's a good question. Bull Buchanan was a great guy too, man. He was a decent worker. I wouldn't say he was the best worker in the world, but yeah, he had a great look. I think they could have done a lot with him. I don't know. I don't know why WWE didn't use him. I think it depends on who's on the writing staff. If you got guys that are on the writing staff, I mean, they're all looking at talent as well and seeing who they could create storylines for. And I think when they looked at Bull Buchanan, I think they kind of gave him more of it kind of reminds me of the boy next door. It's all jacked. And can you make money with the boy next door? Maybe. But I can't think of ways you can do it, because who's going to pay really to see the boy next door? You want to see something that's different, something that's intriguing, something that's now that's not to say they couldn't have, but I think he would definitely have had to have changed something that would have made him stand out. I think that's what the issue was. He didn't stand out from this small pond of talent that's infested with talent. It was hard for him to stand out and really be something that was different, because he had the body, he had the looks, he had decent, basic good wrestling skills that you could definitely get by with, and he was a hard worker. So it was a matter of coming up with something that would have been captivating for Bull Buchanan, and that never happened. No one ever came up with something that would have been captivating for the fans. Ultimately, it's what the fans, you're trying to separate the fans from their money, and you want them to feel satisfied that they did give you the money after they're done watching whatever it is they're watching. And I don't know if Bull Buchanan would have satisfied the fans being just Bull Buchanan. I think he would have needed to come up with something quite a bit different.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.